already know what that says. During lockdown, texting got quite boring. We were all home and there wasn't much to talk about. I needed a change and thought back to the olden days when people actually had to wait to hear from each other. Actually had to be intentional about what they wanted to say to each other. So here we are. I have 4 beloved pen pals and I thought you might like to meet them. Hey guys, it's Sabrina here. Today is the 3rd video of my Meet My Pen Pal series. But before we get started, I noticed that a lot of you guys are not subscribed to me. And I would just like to remind you, subscribe down below. We have a lot more videos planned in this series, but also a lot more series is coming up after that I think you'll want to watch. And on that note, let's get right into the video.
Hey, so I'm Pragati. I'm from India and I study fashion merchandise management in London.
I love traveling. I've been to 3 continents so far and I'm planning to go to South Africa and that will be my 4th continent. I am learning Japanese and Spanish, so that's a little something. What else are you gonna do in lockdown? So I just started that.
How would you explain doing the email pals to someone who doesn't know anything about it?
Oh, it's the best thing. If you don't live together, it is the best thing. Because you know, in calls, sometimes you're not free at the same time. With chatting, it's like, even if you go in depth and then you start talking about something else, which is like, you know, more quick and more urgent or something. And then those important things get lost in the chat. You know, if the person doesn't reply, say in an hour, even in a day, you can feel like, oh, like, is that person busy? Are they ignoring me? I don't know. With emails, it's like you literally take your time. It takes time. So it's like all days when you'd like send the letter. It's like that, but electronically.
I think there is something to be said about long form writing to other people and the way that it's so different from the short form shoot through texting that we do.
Do you think like it allows you to, it just gives you space and allows you to be vulnerable and, you know, really talk in depth? With some people, it's like they don't write long texts because they're like, oh, am I bothering this person? Or they don't send like, with like you and me, we send like 10 texts at the same time no matter how long they are. But some people won't do it because they're like, I don't know if I'm bothering the other person, if they're even interested. With emails, it's like you go in depth. If the other person replies whenever they do in depth, in short, you know that that person is interested, you know that that person is listening. It helps us because we're not in the same country, so we just like write down everything that you have on your mind. Other person can read it in their time, reply in their time. We're so close and we want to know like how life's been, what's going on.
Once I told you that I was doing the email pals, is the reason that you wanted to do it because like I'm a friend and we used to live together and you wanted to stay connected? Or say now if I was like a total stranger, would you still want to do it?
I would still want to do it. Oh, that would be so cool. Because, oh my goodness, yes, that would be really cool. Because, oh, I didn't think about that. But it's like I've tried this pen pal thing with my friends earlier. Like back when I moved to London, because I was like, you know, let's do emails and stuff. We never like stuck to it, but it's still fun. But with like stranger, you can like you can really have deep conversation. That would be nice. Yeah, I'd love to do it.
Yeah, I know when I started speaking to Leslie, he's the only pen pal that was someone that I didn't know, that like I'd never spoken to. So I know because I didn't know him, I was like, I'm just gonna say literally whatever I want to. I don't care if he likes it, I don't care if he agrees, like I've got nothing to lose. He's a stranger, you know? And I think it brings such a nice, different dynamic. With the email pals, obviously you didn't respond to my Instagram ad. Would you like to explain why?
Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of social media because I think it just takes up so much of time, and as much as like it educates you, like it can be good, but I like to being updated about things, but at the same time I like to not be bombarded with those things, and social media can be quite intimidating at times.
I think with social media, it's become like quick responses and like quick stories, quick pictures. You liked it, you commented, and love. Like it's so fast. We need to like slow down. We need to slow down, sit down. Emails are like equivalent to going to a park, sitting on a bench, having a coffee, and talking about stuff.
Yeah, it
What I
like
mean?
it forces you to slow down. Because
Yeah.
even with the texts, I regularly send voice notes because they're even faster than the texts. And then I want someone to voice note me back, like right now, you know? But yeah, with the emails, you read it. And then sometimes it's like, actually, I can't even respond to this yet because I really need to think about what they've said.
We rush so much though, but like in life, with jobs, with uni, and like career stuff and everything. And I'm like, what's the point in being so busy when you can't like chill with your friend, like talk heart to heart things, you know?
Yes.
No.
Like ultimately, when you are on your deathbed, do you want to be like, wow, I worked so hard, never took a break, don't have any friends because I worked so hard, but look at all my stuff? Or do you want to be like, wow, I love the life that I've lived. I've seen what I want to see. I have amazing people around me.
That's what I felt in lockdown. I was like, I see, because I used to think before that, I literally used to think like work, you know, get a business done or fashion brand or something and like do this, do that. But then I'm like, no, like I realized that people matter more to me, and I much rather like spend an evening in a park with a friend than going to, I don't know, going to a business meeting, I don't know, or something, you know, like just chilling down. Yeah.
So I was just thinking about the fact that you enjoy journaling.
Like I'm documenting my life. When I'm 80, I'm gonna read back through them. I'm gonna see how I managed through all the difficulties in life, what my thought process was, how I grew up. It helps because, you know, you gotta be your best friend. You're not always gonna have people around you, so you have to learn to be with your thoughts, to understand yourself better, because in the rush of life there's so many things that are in the back of our head that affect us, who we are, what things we do. We can't always understand even our own actions, like why we did something or why we feeling this way or something. And well, I've been through a lot in life, and now I have amazing friend, and I don't feel lonely at all, like you or my friends back in India. And I feel like, yes, I have people that I don't need my journal, I can just go up to them, talk to them. But throughout the years, it's just helped me be there for myself, understand myself, you know, and help me grow, or even like just improving my thought process. Because I used to be like, I'm thinking something, but when I'm talking, I can't express in words what exactly am I feeling, what exactly am I thinking. With the writing, it just like it's you write something, then something else comes to your mind, you just keep writing, and it just improves your thinking as well in a structured way. So yeah, there's so many benefits of writing. Journals can't get back to you, they just listen. And they're there to listen, they can't advise back to you. And sometimes when you're journaling, it is possible that you can just get too much into your head and like, you know, overthink something or think in a wrong direction or something. But when you're doing it like with email, and when you're doing it with a friend, even though they're not therapists, they're not like 80-year-old people with all the experience of life, but they still have something to offer to you, and it still feels like, you know, a real person is listening to you. If nothing, they can relate to you, if no advice.
Yeah, like the different perspectives help you figure things out so
much as we're like kind of similar, but we're like totally different persons, so it helps broaden your mind. Yeah.
Hello, they love.
Hello. Hi.
What you doing?
Wow,
I'm good. How are you?
we actually look like brother and sister on this. What is happening?
I don't know about that one, bro. I think I look a tad more attractive.
What do you think about email pals as a young man?
Whack. It's so whack. Honestly, how are you supposed to be flirtatious over email? Just like,
Oh, trust me, there's a way.
Oh,
Sarah.
dude.
Or are you just supposed to like word paint? Dear Sarah, As I glimpse into the moonlight, I feel my loins warming as I think of you and your beautiful face.
No, that's not how.
Dude,
but
and
there's
then
a
you run
way.
for president and then whack, Hillary Clinton. Where's the emails? I am just terrible at flirting at all, or even talking to people online. If we're in person, it's game over. Shag bad bird, we're going crazy on the gaff, innit? You know what I'm talking about,
Is this
bro.
gonna go on YouTube?
Yeah, that's alright, man. I'm a public figure, innit?
Okay.
Nah, but online is just so awkward, dude. I
Why?
don't know,
Why?
I feel, because of society, dude. Society's made things so awkward.
Okay, so the last question is, if you could do the email pals with any celebrity, keeping in mind it doesn't have to be like actor, actress, model, who would you want to email?
The first name that came to my mind is Michelle Obama.
Yes! Why didn't I think of that?
Would be so interesting. Or Oprah. I want to hear from the black women, you know. I want to know how did they get there, you know, not even how, I want to get to know them more.
We'll get to know their heart on a personal level, not so what they're showing the world, but more like who are you really?
Yeah, because they're like leaders, but then they've been a little girl, they've been teenagers, they've been a young woman, and then you know how they went through all that.
There's so much that you could ask these people. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it answered a few questions or brought up a few different aspects of it that you wouldn't have thought of before. And yeah, I just want to remind you that this is a series. There are quite a few more videos coming out about pen pals specifically. So make sure that you subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and remember to like and comment on this video because it really supports my channel and its growth. And you know, that's what we want. So yeah, anyway, I really loved making this video for you and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Bye!
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tune in for more amazing videos because she is gonna put some amazing videos. Okay, cool. Bye!
Bye everyone! Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop recording now. At least an hour of just us talking every day to like radio silence.
Yeah. Do you remember that time when we literally sat outside our house in the car till 3 a.m.?
Literally, dude.